Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we are diving deep into one of the most exciting state quarters ever released by the United States Mint, the Virginia State Quarter from the year 2000. This isn't just any coin sitting in your change jar. This coin has the potential to turn into a life-changing discovery, especially if you happen to spot the right kind of rare error. So stick with us until the very end, because you're about to find out how this seemingly ordinary quarter could be worth a jaw-dropping fortune, released as part of the 50 State Quarters program. The Virginia State Quarter commemorates a moment of powerful historical significance, the founding of Jamestown in 1607. The reverse side of the coin features three historic ships, the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery, the same ships that brought the first English settlers to what would become the first permanent English settlement in America. This image, combined with the striking words Jamestown 1607 to 2007, captures the adventurous spirit of those early days and makes the Virginia Quarter a favorite among collectors and history lovers alike. But beyond its beautiful and historic design, what really makes this coin so incredibly valuable are the rare and stunning errors that slipped through the minting process. These minting errors are not only rare, they're downright fascinating to see and thrilling to find. One of the most talked about and highly sought-after errors on the Virginia Quarter is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is not properly aligned and is visibly shifted to one side. This type of error is extremely popular in the collector market because it creates a unique, one-of-a-kind version of the coin. No two off-center strikes are exactly alike. Another major error that collectors are scrambling to find is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, leading to noticeable doubling in the text or image. If you look closely at areas like Virginia, Jamestown, or even the dates, and you see slight overlapping or shadowing effects, you might be holding a double die variety in your hands. These types of coins are known to fetch impressive prices at auction, especially when they are in uncirculated or near-mint condition. There's also been talk among experts and collectors about coins with die cracks, tiny raised lines that can appear anywhere on the coin surface due to a worn die during the minting process. These lines are like fingerprints, making each error coin uniquely valuable and especially prized by serious collectors. Die crack errors, while sometimes subtle, add a layer of mystery and charm to a coin, and the Virginia State Quarter has become famous for harboring such anomalies. Even coins that appear normal at first glance can be worth a great deal if they are in flawless, mint state condition. That means sharp details, no scratches, perfect luster, and no signs of wear. Coins graded at MS 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are in very high demand. When paired with a rare error, that demand skyrockets. These high-grade coins are seen as top-tier collector items and often sell for premium prices at auction. Collectors from around the world are on the hunt for these rare and error-filled Virginia quarters. Their growing popularity has led to a surge in interest from both casual hobbyists and serious numismatists alike. In fact, several auctions in recent years have showcased just how valuable these coins can be when the right combination of rarity, condition, and error comes together. These aren't just coins, they're prized historical artifacts, miniature masterpieces of American history that are worth far more than their face value. So how can you tell if you have one of these valuable Virginia State Quarters? First, inspect the coin carefully under a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the letters or numbers. Check for off-center strikes, rotated dies, or any unusual marks that don't appear on standard coins. Pay close attention to the fine details of the ship design and lettering. Any variation from the standard strike might be a clue that you've got something incredibly rare. And of course, condition matters. If your coin looks like it just came out of a mint roll, it's worth a professional evaluation. We're seeing more and more interest in these state quarters, especially those from the early years of the program. The Virginia Quarter from 2000 is one of the shining stars in this series, and it's showing no signs of slowing down in value. The demand is high, the rarity is real, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the right coin in the right condition. Don't underestimate what's sitting in your pocket change. It could be your lucky break. Now, here's what you've all been waiting for. If you are fortunate enough to find a 2000 Virginia state quarter that contains a rare error like a double die or off-center strike, and if it's preserved in stunning, uncirculated condition, then you might just be holding a coin that has sold for as much as $98,000 in private sales and auctions. That's right, $98,000 for a single quarter. Just imagine finding one of these hidden treasures in your collection or coin jar at home. Second rare coin. To explore one of the most exciting finds from the legendary 50 State Quarters program, the USA State Quarter Dollar coin from Vermont, minted in 2001. At first glance, it might seem like just another quarter from your change, but let me tell you, this coin holds more than just face value. It holds the potential to be a collector's dream come true. You won't believe the incredible details, the rare mint errors, and the skyrocketing demand that make this Vermont quarter one of the most talked about coins in the numismatic world today. The Vermont State Quarter beautifully honors the state's natural beauty and deep-rooted traditions. On the reverse side, you'll find a breathtaking design featuring an image of Camel's Hump Mountain with maple trees on either side, and a person collecting sap in traditional buckets, a nod to Vermont's world-famous maple syrup production. This serene, nostalgic image captures the peaceful, hard-working spirit of Vermont and makes the coin instantly recognizable and deeply meaningful to anyone who cherishes American history and culture. Now, here's where things get thrilling for collectors. The Vermont State Quarter from 2001 has become a magnet for attention not just because of its design, but because of the extremely rare and valuable errors found on certain coins from this release. These errors were created during the minting process, and they transform ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Coins with these unique characteristics have become high-value targets in the collector's market, and they're only increasing in demand as time goes on. One of the most popular and desirable errors found on the Vermont quarter is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned with the dies during minting, resulting in a dramatic misalignment of the design. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes, especially if the date and inscriptions are still visible. These stunning error coins are often considered one of a kind, and collectors will pay top dollar to own such a standout piece. Another incredibly rare and valuable type is the double die error. In this variation, parts of the design, particularly the lettering or numbers, appear to be doubled due to a mistake in the die engraving process. If you carefully examine the inscriptions like Vermont, Freedom and Unity, or the date 2001 and notice a shadow-like effect or doubling, you might just be staring at a double die error worth a serious fortune. These coins are incredibly scarce and highly sought after in the numismatic community, and let's not forget about die cracks, cuds, and struck-through errors, all of which have been reported on Vermont quarters. Die cracks look like tiny raised lines caused by stress fractures in the die, while cuds are areas where parts of the design appear to be missing due to broken die edges. Struck-through errors occur when foreign material gets between the die and the planchet, leaving an unusual imprint. These rare variations turn each coin into a unique and irreplaceable collectible with serious market value. Condition plays a massive role in determining a coin's value. A Vermont quarter with a rare error in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially graded MS 66 or higher by trusted services like PCGS or NGC, can command premium prices at auction. The luster, the sharpness of the strike, and the absence of wear or contact marks can significantly boost a coin's value. When these features are combined with a rare error, the result is a coin that collectors are willing to fight for. Auction houses and online coin marketplaces have seen a growing number of record-breaking sales of rare Vermont quarters. In recent years, rare error coins from the State Quarters series have sold for staggering amounts, shocking even seasoned collectors. The Vermont quarter stands proudly among the top contenders, especially when a rare error and mint condition collide in one extraordinary specimen. These coins are now recognized as hidden treasures that could be hiding in plain sight, even in your own pocket change or old coin jars. Collectors all over the world are actively hunting for the rare 2001 Vermont State Quarter. And it's not just a matter of chance, it's a matter of knowledge, timing, and a sharp eye for detail. If you've got a Vermont quarter lying around, now's the time to inspect it closely. Look for off-center designs, doubled letters or numbers, odd markings, or anything that stands out as unusual. Every small detail could be the key to unlocking the incredible hidden value of this coin, and now, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you're lucky enough to find a 2001 Vermont State quarter with one of these rare and valuable errors, and if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, then you might just be holding a coin that has sold for as much as $80,000 in recent private sales and high-profile auctions. That's right, $80,000 for a single quarter that most people wouldn't even take a second look at. So don't wait, check your change, go through your coin rolls, and take another look at that old coin collection you haven't touched in years. You never know what rare gem might be sitting right under your nose, just waiting to be discovered. If you found a Vermont State quarter that looks a little unusual or think you've spotted one of these valuable errors, drop a comment below and let us know. We'd love to hear your story and help you identify your coin. Third expensive coin. We're about to explore a truly special piece of modern American coinage, the USA State $quarter coin featuring none other than Theodore Roosevelt, released in the year 2016. This coin is not only a tribute to one of the most iconic figures in American history, but it also holds a surprising and powerful secret. Certain rare versions of this coin have become incredibly valuable and are now in high demand across the collector world. The 2016 Theodore Roosevelt quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, honoring national parks and historical sites across the United States. This particular quarter pays tribute to Theodore Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota, celebrating the legacy of the 26th President of the United States and his profound contributions to conservation. The reverse of the coin depicts Roosevelt on horseback, surveying the land, a powerful image that reflects his love for the American frontier and his tireless work to preserve it for future generations. Now, while this coin is stunning from a design perspective, what truly sets it apart in the eyes of collectors is its rarity and the incredible errors that have been discovered in limited quantities. These errors weren't intentional, they were born in the chaos of the minting process, and they've turned ordinary coins into extraordinary finds that have stunned collectors and auction houses alike. These unique anomalies make the Theodore Roosevelt quarter more than just a commemorative piece. They make it a potential goldmine for those lucky enough to spot one. One of the most talked about and desirable errors found on the 2016 Roosevelt quarter is the double die error. This happens when the die strikes the coin twice at slightly different angles, creating a noticeable doubling effect in the design. The doubling often appears on the inscriptions, such as Theodore Roosevelt, E Pluribus Unum, or the year 2016. If you look closely with a magnifying glass and notice shadowy or overlapping text, you might be holding one of the most valuable variations of this coin, and that's a discovery worth celebrating. Another exciting variety that has caught the attention of collectors is the off-center strike. These errors occur when the blank planchet is misaligned during the striking process, causing the design to appear shifted or partially missing. The more extreme the misalignment, especially if the full date is still visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. Off-center Roosevelt quarters are considered rare collectibles and are highly desirable due to their one-of-a-kind appearance. Collectors have also reported rare die cracks and cuds on this quarter. A die crack appears as a raised line across the coin, created by a fracture in the minting die, while a cud is caused by a piece of the die breaking off, leaving a blob-like mark or missing section in the design. These kinds of errors may seem small, but they can skyrocket the value of a coin when combined with great condition and historical significance. Each of these defects adds uniqueness, turning a regular quarter into a rare treasure with its own story. When it comes to value, condition is everything. A Theodore Roosevelt quarter that features a rare mint error and remains in mint state condition, especially one graded MS 66 or higher by professional services like NGC or PCGS, becomes a hot commodity in the collector's world. Coins with strong luster, sharp details, and no signs of circulation are considered prime targets, and when you add a striking error on top, the value climbs dramatically. These coins aren't just collectibles, they're investments and pieces of history rolled into one. Over the past few years, we've seen some incredible auction results for coins in this series, and the Roosevelt Quarter has been making waves in the community. Collectors are going wild for error coins from this era, and dealers are willing to pay premium prices to add these unique pieces to their inventories. Online marketplaces have seen a rise in demand, and competition for high-quality, error-rich Roosevelt quarters has never been more intense. That's why now is the perfect time to check your change, revisit your old coin rolls, or dig into your collection, because the next big discovery could be right in your hands. So, how can you find one of these valuable coins? Start by grabbing a magnifying glass and examining every detail of the coin. Look for doubled letters, shifted designs, cracks in the metal, or any raised blobs that might signal a cut error. Compare your coin to standard images online to spot differences. And remember, the cleaner and sharper the coin, the better the chances of high value. If you think you've found something special, send it to a professional grading service for evaluation. It could make all the difference in confirming the rarity and boosting the value. And now, for the part you've all been waiting for, just how much can this coin be worth? If you happen to discover a 2016 Theodore Roosevelt quarter with a rare minting error in brilliant, uncirculated condition, your coin could be worth as much as $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a single quarter that many people would simply overlook in their pocket change. So, what are you waiting for? Go search your change jars, coin rolls, and collections. You could be holding a piece of American history with serious financial value. If you've come across a Theodore Roosevelt quarter with any unusual features or just want help identifying a potential treasure, drop a comment below and let us know. We love hearing your stories and helping fellow collectors uncover the hidden value in their coins. Specially is all about a fascinating piece that has captured the attention of collectors across the nation, the USA State $quarter coin from Iowa, minted in 2004. This isn't just another quarter from your spare change. This coin could be hiding serious value, and if you've got the right one, you might be sitting on a collector's dream worth thousands. So grab your magnifying glass and stay tuned until the end, because what you're about to learn might change how you see every quarter you come across. The 2004 Iowa State Quarter is part of the iconic 50 State Quarters program, one of the most beloved coin series in American numismatic history. This program honored each of the 50 states with a unique design, and Iowa's contribution stands out not only for its powerful symbolism, but also for the rare and valuable versions that have turned this coin into a prized collectible. The design features a beautiful depiction of a one-room schoolhouse with a teacher and students planting a tree, a touching tribute to the state's commitment to education, inspired by the famous painting Arbor Day by Grant Wood, a native Iowan. The words "foundation" and "education" are proudly inscribed, making this coin a meaningful celebration of Iowa's values and heritage. But beyond the artistry and sentiment lies the true thrill for collectors: the rare errors and variations that make certain Iowa quarters incredibly valuable. While millions of these coins were produced and circulated, only a very small number came out of the mint with mistakes that slipped through unnoticed. These minting errors have since become the stuff of legend, elevating the value of these coins far beyond their 25-cent face value and turning them into highly sought-after collectibles in the world of rare coin hunting. One of the most exciting errors found on the Iowa quarter is the double die variety, where certain elements of the coin's design appear to be duplicated due to a misalignment during the minting process. You might see doubling on the words Iowa, 1846, or Foundation in Education, or even on the fine details of the schoolhouse and tree. If you spot this kind of doubling under magnification, congratulations, you may have stumbled across an ultra-rare piece that collectors would pay handsomely to own. Another high-demand error is the off-center strike, where the design is visibly shifted away from its intended position on the coin's surface. Depending on how dramatic the shift is and whether the date and inscriptions are still visible, these coins can command serious premiums. Each off-center coin is unique, making them not only rare but also one of a kind, and that's exactly what serious collectors are looking for when they chase down valuable pieces like the Iowa quarter. Collectors have also reported die cracks and cuts on this coin, fascinating errors that occur when the die used to strike the coin becomes damaged or breaks during production. A die crack appears as a raised line across the coin, while a cut shows up as a missing chunk of design, often near the edge of the coin. These errors are visually striking, easy to identify with the naked eye or a magnifier, and they make the coin much more appealing to collectors who specialize in mint error coins. But it's not just about errors, condition matters a great deal too. A 2004 Iowa quarter in mint state condition, especially one graded MS 67 or higher by trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC, already holds significant value even without errors. The flawless surfaces, strong strike, and perfect luster of a mint state coin make it stand out instantly in any collection. When that level of condition is combined with a mint error, the value of the coin can explode, and that's exactly what's happening in today's collector markets. Recent sales and auctions have shown just how powerful the demand is for rare Iowa quarters. Error coins in top condition have sold for thousands, with collectors and dealers constantly on the lookout for the next big find. Online marketplaces are filled with buyers hoping to grab one of these gems, and the buzz surrounding state quarter errors has only continued to grow. The Iowa quarter, in particular, is gaining a reputation as one of the more valuable and desirable pieces in the series, especially when a rare error is involved. So how can you tell if your Iowa quarter is worth a fortune? The first step is to examine it closely. Look for signs of doubling in the text, misaligned strikes, strange raised lines, or blobs of extra metal near the edges. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot the tiny details that could make all the difference. Compare your coin to high-resolution images of known errors, and if it looks unusual or special in any way, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated. That one small step could unlock the coin's full potential and reveal its true market value. And now, here's the most exciting part of all. If you happen to find a 2004 Iowa state quarter with one of these rare and dramatic minting errors, and if it's in exceptional uncirculated condition, then you might be holding a coin that has sold for as much as $70,000 in private sales and collector auctions. That's right. $70,000 for a single quarter that most people wouldn't think twice about using in a vending machine. So don't underestimate the value of the coins you come across every day. The next time you're sorting through your change, take a moment to check for anything unusual, because that Iowa quarter in your hand could be the key to a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. If you found a coin that looks like it might be rare, or if you have questions about your own collection, drop a comment below and share your story. Last unique coin. We're talking about the 2020 USA State Quarter Dollar coin dedicated to Weir Farm National Historic Site. Don't let the recent date fool you. This coin is already being recognized as a valuable collectible, and if you're lucky enough to find the right version, it could be worth far more than just 25 cents. Stick around, because this is one of those stories you'll want to hear all the way through. The Weir Farm Quarter was released in 2020 as part of the America the Beautiful series, which ran from 2010 through 2021. Each coin in the series celebrates a national park or historic site, and this one pays tribute to Weir Farm in Connecticut, the only national park dedicated to American painting. The reverse of the coin is a stunning design that features an artist painting outdoors, surrounded by trees and nature, a peaceful, creative scene that celebrates the artistic spirit of the American landscape. It's not just a beautiful coin, it's a powerful reminder of the connection between art, history, and the natural world. But what truly makes this coin exciting for collectors is not just the design, but the rarity and uniqueness of certain era versions that made it into circulation. Yes, some of these Weir Farm quarters have minting mistakes that elevate them into a whole different category of value. These errors are incredibly sought after, and for those lucky enough to discover them in pristine condition, they can mean serious money. That's why coin lovers across the country are combing through their change, coin rolls, and collections, because this modern coin could be hiding something extraordinary. One of the most thrilling errors found on the 2020 Weir Farm quarter is the double die error. This occurs when the coin die strikes the design more than once, creating a noticeable doubling effect in areas like the lettering, numbers, or fine details of the image. If you see shadowed or overlapping text, especially in Weir Farm, National Park for Art, or even the year 2020, you might be holding a rare double die coin. These coins stand out visually and are considered top prizes among error collectors. Another error that has sparked serious excitement is the struck-through error, where foreign material gets between the die and the planchet during minting, leaving behind strange textures or markings. Some Weir Farm quarters have shown struck-through grease errors that obscure part of the design in fascinating and unique ways. These types of coins are each one of a kind, and that rarity instantly drives up collector interest and value. When paired with sharp condition, these coins are incredibly valuable and in high demand, and let's not forget about the more dramatic off-center strikes and die chips, both of which have been observed on this coin. An off-center strike will show the design shifted away from the center, sometimes even cropping part of the image or text. Meanwhile, die chips appear as raised metal blobs on the coin, often on the artist's brush or the trees. These may seem like minor defects to the average person, but to collectors, they're golden indicators of rarity, and that's where the big money comes in. Condition plays a massive role in value, and that's especially true with modern quarters. If your 2020 Weir Farm quarter is in uncirculated or mint state condition, with no scratches, no dings, and strong luster, it's already more desirable than a circulated version. Coins that have been professionally graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are considered premium examples, and when these high grades are combined with rare mint errors, the value shoots up dramatically. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are both rare and beautiful, and this coin fits both criteria when the right error is present. Recent auctions have shown just how powerful the market is for these rare error coins. Some Weir Farm quarters with clear and dramatic mint errors have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and uniqueness. But as more collectors discover these gems and the demand rises, so does the value. Modern coins with low mintage errors are becoming hot commodities, and the Weir Farm quarter is emerging as one of the standout coins of the decade so far. If you're wondering how to find one of these valuable Weir Farm quarters, the good news is they're still out there, hiding in circulation, in coin rolls, and in collections that haven't yet been examined closely. Get yourself a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and start looking closely at every Weir Farm quarter you come across. Compare it to official images and known errors, and watch for anything that seems unusual. If you find something odd, whether it's doubling, misalignment, or unexpected markings, don't ignore it. That could be the start of a major discovery, and now here's the most exciting part. If you're lucky enough to find a 2020 Weir Farm quarter with one of these rare and dramatic minting errors, and if it's in exceptional, uncirculated condition, your coin could be worth as much as $30,000. That's right, $30,000 for a modern quarter that might still be sitting unnoticed in someone's pocket or waiting for you in a fresh roll of coins from the bank. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change, open that jar of coins you've been saving, and start hunting for this incredible modern treasure. If you've already found a Weir Farm quarter with an unusual feature, or if you're not sure what you're looking at, drop a comment below and let us know. We'd love to help you figure out what you've got. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more amazing coin stories, and ring that bell so you never miss a discovery. Keep hunting, stay curious, and may your next coin be the one that turns ordinary into extraordinary.